Now, this story kind of reminds me of, New York City. Public workers, I'm talking about New York City now. Public workers can't afford to live. Full-time workers can't afford to pay rent. This was something I think I covered last year, if I recall. Zero Hedge is now talking about Facebook. Facebook employee. Facebook's got tons of money. The CEO's buying his, multi-mansion giant thing over in Hawaii. He's trying to kick people out of the area, buy them off, and all this crap. They're trying to stop him. I'm sure you probably heard about some of this. Zuckerberg, excuse me. Facebook employee lives out of car, cannot afford housing. Google employees aren't up. I guess we can add Google too. Google, Facebook, and New York City employees. Of course, Google employees, also California. Facebook, California, City of Rotten. City of Rotten. Can't afford to pay rents. Living out of your car. Google employees aren't the only tech workers struggling to afford Silicon Valley rents. One alleged Facebook employee recently confessed to a local TV station that she cannot afford the Bay Area's $2,000 a month rents, forcing her to live out of her car. Mrs. Parsha, the employee in question, opened up about her situation to local Fox affiliate KTVU, hoping to start a real dialogue about the high cost of living in the Silicon Valley area. Although, as some readers will quickly realize, there's a very real chance that neither KTVU or anyone else has been part of an elaborate trolling scheme. Parsha's nickname is Pinky. She has pink hair, a pink car, and even a pink dog. Would she in a boat? Could she, sleepy, in a car? But she says things aren't always as rosy as they appear. Parsha says, I tell people all the time, stop looking at what somebody got and what you see on the outside. On the outside, Parsha is a model Facebook worker who runs a nonprofit in her spare time, but she's living out of her car, has been since April. Well, at least we know why Americans spent so much money on RVs in the first quarter. It was the biggest source of GDP growth in the first 3 months of 2017. Recreational goods and vehicles. Here's a chart in case you don't think what I'm telling you is true. Recreational goods and vehicles. Off the chart compared to everything else. I guess it makes sense. Hell, live in an RV, mobile home, mobile driving, living, sleeping. That would solve Miss Parsha's issues. Oh, you can't afford the American dream? Everything you got taught in school was a lie? You're finding that out now? Sorry. Here's an RV. Oh, wait, how much is that? Oh, wait a minute. Well, I can't afford $2,000 a month rent, but I certainly can afford $1,000 a month for a nice RV payment. And it'll be a used one, 8, 10 years old even. Hell, I can get a $30,000 RV that used to cost $60,000. Matter of fact, if you're buying an RV for $30,000, chances are it probably costs $80,000. You could be living the good life, technically speaking. So let's see where else this is going. Parsha says her co-workers would be shocked to discover her living situation. However, here it is, folks, here it is. Student loans and medical debt have made paying for an apartment impossible. Parsha, I'm going to give you some advice, Jason at 4 style. Stop making the medical payment debt immediately. When you go to a hospital, emergency room visit, we're going to take your blood and you're okay. $10,000, please. Pardon? No. You didn't just say. You said 1,000. You fat fingered that out of your mouth. You fat tongued it. You didn't fat finger. You fat tongued it. You meant 1,000, not 10,000. No, we meant 10,000. Parsha, say thanks. I'd like to pay this, but I can't. Piss off. That's what I would do. when there's massive highway robbery happening at these freaking hospitals. And then when they get one person in there who's actually covered, whether it's by insurance or by like a nonprofit, where they're helping a church or something, they give that person everything. Give them this, give them a walker, give them a mobility scooter, give them that. They were just a little lightheaded. They were just a little lightheaded today. But it's our money and we need it now. Because that guy didn't pay, that lady didn't pay, that homeless person didn't pay, those people are here all the time. None of these people are paying. But you're paying. And we got to squeeze every last ounce of blood, monetarily, so to speak, out of you, sucker. We don't call you that, though. We say yes or no, sir, to you. Yes, ma'am, no, ma'am. So, Parsha, 86, the medical debt, immediately. But she has another problem. First thing I said, student loan debt. She got a good job working for Facebook. That student loan, that's probably what she went to college for in the first place. Something related, right? Related to that field. Or is it another one of these stories where I went and got a degree, thought I was going to, do marketing. Now I'm working in something else. Excuse me. Or I was in, went into something for IT and I got out and I'm now, working in marketing or something. Who knows? Rents in the Bay Area have risen so quickly, or too quickly, while wages for technology workers have failed to keep up, she said. Technology workers get paid pretty good money, by the way. Unless you live in City of Rotten. I'll say it again. Some of you people who are in California, what in the hell are you doing there? You think this is going to get better? In reality, it has to, by force, by collapse of the system, specifically the system in California. But when that happens, how's it going to affect you, etc.? Maybe it will, maybe it won't. If I was in California and I had an opportunity to get the living hell out of there, I'm trying to juggle if I would take that faster than if I was on a pension and the pension company sent me a letter that said, we'll settle with you right now for half of what we owe you in a lump sum. Would I take that first or would I get the hell out of California? Well, ask Trusty 8-Ball. Magic 8-Ball, which would you pick first? Would you pick get out of California first over the pension thing? Better not tell you now. See, when Magic 8-Ball says better not tell you now, Magic 8-Ball feels bad. And what he's trying to say is both of those situations suck. And I don't want to talk about it because I don't want to upset anybody. That's what that means when Magic 8-Ball says that. Okay? So I'm not gonna shake him again and ask him to force an answer out of him. You little bastard. Give me that answer. Little bastard 8-Ball. No. Nope. Good 8-Ball. Let me give a little pat. Little tappy. Here you go, buddy. There you go. Good boy. Jay Snip's Magic 8-Ball. Good boy. When she's desperate for a good night's sleep, Parsha spends the night at a hotel. Parsha decided that now is the time to start talking about her situation in the hopes of opening a real dialogue about the high cost of living in Silicon Valley. I think that companies need to look at their salaries. Are we paying employees enough to survive? Tonight, Parsha broke down renting a hotel room so she can get a real night's sleep. So you want to have a dialogue, Parsha, with your employer. These same employers that are dying and have been continually taking Indian help, outsource help, or either outsourcing it to them or bringing them here, paying them way less to replace people like you. So you want to have a dialogue with somebody, and there's more than one somebody at the top of that chain at that company. It's called board members, who their job is to make sure the company makes more money than ever. So they look at people like you, employees, as nothing but a number, and we got to work on that number. We need to up profits. Advertising revenue's not as high as it used to be. We got to cut some corners over there. Yeah, I've got the shareholders are up my butt, man. We need to post a good, good +5 at least this quarter. We got. You want to have a dialogue with those people? That's kind of like having a dialogue with these North African and Syrian quote-unquote refugees, the bad ones who are doing bad things to women in Germany and Sweden and whatnot. Or is it Switzerland? Switzerland? Whatever. And having a dialogue. Hey guys, hey there. Says a great, beautiful looking lady with a phenomenal body. I'd like to invite you into my house and have a roundtable discussion. Okay, are you married? No, I'm not married. I'm single and I don't have anyone living at home with me. I'd like to take you guys into my house and discuss what you guys should be doing and how to treat these people here when you come here. Oh, sure. Come on. Come. How do you think that's going to work out for that lady? About like it has for every other one over there. So, Parsha got news for you, and I hate to tell you this, but the title of all my videos starts with Realist News. Got to keep it real. There's not a chance in hell one of these big, giant corporations like Facebook is going to start popping out, giving a bunch of their employees raises. You might get lucky because the squeaky wheel gets the oil. You now went to the local TV station. They may recognize you now. Oh, we're going to have to take care of her or else we're going to get a bad rep. Facebook's going to get a bad rep. We don't want that. Oh, breaking news. Parsha's got moved up. She's now a manager of her section, team leader, and she's got to, give her a 20% raise. And then she'll be out, and a little while later, rents of my $2,000 rent's now $2,500. I can't afford it again. Get the hell out of California as fast as possible. Allegedly, Parsha has been working at Facebook for only 2 months, but she says she's already contemplating taking a second job. When you can work for a company like Facebook, you should never be in a position, no matter what, where you might need a second job. KTVU did not disclose her title, the nature of her work at Facebook, or the model and make of her vehicle. She says she's trying to stay positive and that a home is just around the corner and the security that comes with it. If that home includes an RV in the title, I'll agree. But if that home does not, and it happens to be anywhere even kind of close to the city limits, I'm going to have to disagree. Why? Because I am Realist News and I do this stuff every day. And I know the reality. Okay? While I feel bad for you, one human being to another, I wish you the best of luck. I want to hear you succeed. I want to hear that you got your house and the hope you were smoking. Stay positive. Think positive thoughts. Remember the never-ending story? Atreyu? The kid was helping. He gets past the two ladies that had the laser beam eyes. Be confident, Atreyu. Be confident. Be confident. Because if he's not confident, he can't make it. Be confident, Atreyu. Be confident. He made it. The scientist. He made it. Atreyu made it. He made it. That's because the guy was cheering him on to be confident. If you're not confident, you can't do it. And if you don't smoke hopium, you can't stay positive. How about just looking at the situation for what it is? I understand the need to try to look at this and take a negative into a positive, right? Because that's a good thing I do. I talk about doing that sometimes. Here's some bad news, guys. I hate to tell you this, but here's how we can deal with that. But to just sit back and stay positive and say, hope management, we can have a dialogue. Honey, if they have a dialogue with you, do you know how many employees Facebook has? I'm just curious. I'm gonna see if I can find that number out. How many employees does Facebook have? Approximately, and this is from December 2016, so it's pretty accurate. Just over 17,000. Realist News, math doesn't lie. Parsha, 17,000 employees would also like a raise. Well, minus one you, right? Because if you take you out of the equation for, but it doesn't matter. We can add all of you. 17,000 need a raise. And it's got to be substantial because if you're in a position like her, Oh, here's a couple percent raise. Not good enough. We need like 10%. We get a 10% raise? Facebook has shareholders. You're a number. They're actively trying, just like everybody else, companies, big companies. How do we get rid of these people, these employees, and put machines in their place? Machines don't talk back. Machines don't party all night and then come into work hungover. Machines don't pretend to be sick one day and not come in and we need you here. Get rid of these freaking useless eaters and get us a machine. That's the mindset, because it's not just the useless eater part. It's the machine works off electricity. It can work way faster, smarter, intelligent than a human being because it just keeps doing the same thing over and over and over again. It repeats. It doesn't get tired. It doesn't complain. Where do we sign up? Again, got news for you. What are you going to do with all these people? How do they live? How do they survive? And speaking of it, I have a little bit of a Riff Raff story for you. Not from the old house, not from the new house. We decided we need some patio furniture by the pool at this house. There's nothing out there at all. I can't even sit on anything. Nothing to sit on. So we're like, we need some patio furniture. My wife says, well, I got to return something to Kmart. Yes, Jason Four and his wife have been to Kmart. We are proud to say that. I don't shop at the most fancy, we don't do that crap. We just live like normal people. Okay, great. We'll go over there. We'll get some lunch while we're out. I got to go to Home Depot, get a new filter for the refrigerator here. It's telling me I need a new filter. All right, let's go. Go out there. Didn't plan on getting patio furniture. We just went out there to return something and look around. Our house has these windows super, super high. And in the morning, the sun comes up. It's just blasting in heat. So I'm like, you know what? It's nice to see windows way the hell up there, but other than the architectural nonsense, let's put some freaking curtains up there. I'll get on my damn, what do you call it? What I can think, extension ladder. And we'll freaking put some, curtains up there, the quickest kind. Just stick up there and block it out. That's why we went there. And we see, 25% to 50% off patio furniture. What? You want to go look at that? Yeah, let's go look. So we went and looked at it. Hey, this one's nice. This is really cool. Oh, it's not real sturdy. Table's kind of flimsy. That one's nice. Ooh, it's also got a good sale on it. We'd like to have that. My wife, so we're trying to get this thing taken care of, and guy's new at Kmart. There's no one there helping him. He doesn't know what he's doing, and can't get us checked out, and we've got to put in this code for this little discount that she got the other day on the paper, but it's asking for a PIN number. We don't have a PIN number. Dude, erase that stuff for $10, $12, $16, whatever it is. I'd rather just be able to leave here a little quicker than deal with this right now. Just take that off. We'll pay for it. Okay. Took it off. My wife says, I was just dealing with something similar when because it was pouring rain and me and the kids were in the car. We took 2 vehicles because I had to unload a bunch of boxes, empty boxes in a dumpster. So anyways, she went in the store. We stayed in my car. And then I was like, should we come in to look at stuff? Curtains? She goes, oh, yeah, actually, we could do that. So come in. So while she was dealing with return, she's like, I had this lady in front of me, and this is a story because you're probably, when I tell you this, oh, was she black? Were they black or Spanish or Hispanic? Nope, she was white. This particular lady. So again, just to show you, EBT, Riff Raff in it. They're right, all shades of all colors. So this lady is trying to she used her EBT card at Kmart somehow. Okay, EBT at Kmart, not buying groceries, stuff. And she brought it back. She's trying to get a refund, and she's doing it in a way where I told you no, don't put on that one. You need to put on this card, not that card. And after she left, they're like, she's trying to get a double refund. She wants to get a double refund. She's trying to get us to put it back on that card and the other card. The EBT card is the one she used, so that's the one we put it back on. She then tried to tell us after that, put it on this card. So my wife relayed that story. So I asked her, who was it? Some kind of riffraff lady, whatever. She goes, yeah, you could say that, but she was a white lady. She dressed pretty decently. Like if I would have saw her, I would have never thought, like, oh, she's a, whatever, riffraff even. Just she looked pretty, dressed nice, looked pretty decent. I said, you know what? She probably has a nice car out there. She's probably driving away in a nice car too. Because that's what so many people do on EBT. Like I've told you numerous times about the Mexican guy in Walmart. I think it was my dad or whatever, or whoever it was standing behind the guy. Got a grocery cart full of stuff. Opens his wallet up. Giant stash of cash in there. He reaches for the EBT card. Pays with EBT. My dad, I think it was my dad. It was telling me the story. And he asked the lady at the register, how many people, how often do people pay with EBT? And I think the answer, I always say this because I never remember. 1 out of 2 or 1 out of 3 is EBT. That lets you know we are in recession. We are in a depression essentially, but you just don't know it. And it's not playing out like a full-blown depression or a full-blown recession because the government is giving the people, instead of the bread lines and the soup lines, here's an EBT card. You just go do with this. No one's, they see you pull it out. It's just a regular credit card or debit card. No one knows really it's an EBT, except for the people behind the register. So we have a lady, nice dress, nice clothes, looks sharp, EBT trying to scam the system. Riff Raff. Take care.